have set it up with FAE's BL1 mulching head. BL stands for bite limiter. So this head and its rotor is very much like a chainsaw. It has a raker tooth in front of the chisel tooth, which prevents it from diving into the wood under operation. If we look at some of the hoses and lines coming to this mulcher, we have our return line here. This is a case drain, and then our pressure or power comes in on the left. So even though it has a return line, there is this third line, which I'm referring to as the case drain. If this mulcher head was ever to come into contact and stall out, this acts as a bypass back to the excavator. As we follow these hoses up, right here we have Stucci thread lock couplers. So the way they work is there's a male and female end. They will thread together, and then there's even an O-ring to seal them externally. As we work our way back down the arm, especially on the return and the case drain, they come here to our valve bank, and specifically the return line is coming through this important part of the excavator. This is a direct to tank valve. So right now it is in the direct to tank position. We can easily change this to two-way functions. That would be for a tilt bucket, auger, grapple, anything where you want pressure to both sides. With this mulcher, since we are only using it in a single direction, we want to send all of the flow returning to the machine back to the tank. The reason behind that, if we were to return the flow through the valve bank, we would restrict it. And whenever there's a restriction with hydraulic flow, you create heat. If we work our way to the rear of the machine, we have our primary access to our daily checks. So we have our oil dipstick right here. Next to that, you have your fuel filter, your oil fill. This machine's going to live in New England, so we have installed it with a block heater. And all the way on the left, you have direct access to your air filter. In between these two primary service hatches, we have our side hatch. It has a single latch and then opens to the right. Now we have access to our water separator, our battery, our primary oil filter. So great access. Your cooling bank's right here. We can easily blow it out at the end of the day when we're done mulching. All right, we are now inside the cab of the machine. Over here on our right is our control panel to start it. Heat, AC, lights, auxiliaries. Up front is our dash. On the left is our operator presence lever. In order to engage hydraulic flow, we are gonna hit button number 3. We will hit it one more time, and that'll bring us right to our mulcher picture. Our auxiliaries are on. So this mower is controlled by the left joystick. That is continuous flow now engaged. We will bring it up a little bit more. Here on the right is our control box. So this is what opens and closes the doors on the head. One of the most popular questions currently is size of debris that the mulcher leaves behind. Most of the times you're going to find that it is a very fine, almost like garden mulch. We do get some larger chips here where once that stump had separated and it was vibrating back and forth, a tooth catches it, dings it out. But for the most part, that was a 3.5, 4-inch ash, which is more or less gone and worked into the ground. Certainly with that hydraulic door that opens on the right of the machine, you could close that down, one, for safety, so you are not throwing debris to the right of the machine, But also with that door closed, debris will stay in that rotor longer and get mulched up finer.